Hello everyone and welcome to episode 1 of Minecraft Disney World, the series in which I go around Disney World, recreated in Minecraft, pick an attraction and tell some about the history of that attraction. In this episode, we're going to be looking at a very famous attraction, Space Mountain. It's in the Magic Kingdom's Tomorrowland, and Space Mountain is a indoor space-themed ride that's supposed to be really dark inside, and it actually is very dark. So let's go ahead and hop into the queue. The queue has computer games for guests and long waits. Close to the boarding area, they split into a group, the Alpha and the Omega, which you will see up here. Then after a small part of the line, guests board the ride. So here's the games where you get to control, I think it's a rocket ship where you're trying to go up into space. I'm not sure, but after the game is done, it says, "Well done. Your training mission is now complete. Please proceed toward final boarding." And as you come through, you can see some space-themed pictures on the wall. I'm not sure why there's a bathroom picture in here, but it doesn't really matter. It's not my ride. I didn't create it. I'm just doing a little ride through here. And here, I'm not sure what these are, but it's really cool how when you hit the button, the lights come on. I'm not sure if this is in the real ride, but so you go through here, and here comes the Alpha and the Omega section. We're going to go to the Omega, I believe, which is to the right. We're going to see it with some visibility, although on each side it blinds you. It gives you the potion of blindness. Yes, we're going to the Omega. So here's the little waiting queue. You go through a bunch of lines here, and I'm just going to skip all of those lines. So yes, the ride consists of almost... Oops, I was clicking on my autograph book. The ride consists of almost 2 identical tracks. There. I couldn't push the button. The Alpha and the Omega. This roller coaster is revolutionary in that it is the first roller coaster completely managed by computer. Using specific brake zones, the computer is able to gauge the weight of each car and its distance between other cars, allowing for multiple cars on the same track. Most roller coasters today have the similar programs as the one I just described. So, and as you can see when you look up into the ceiling, you used to see the ride and the roller coaster zooming through when you were waiting in the queue, but that kind of defeated the purpose of Space Mountain, because Space Mountain is supposed to be a dark ride, and the light would just bleed through the ceiling, and you could see, and when you're on the ride, you can, mostly it would just defeat the purpose of Space Mountain. And we're slowing down here for a little bit. I don't know why you stop right here. I'm guessing to wait for the other carts to go through the time tunnel, as I call it. We're gonna slow down here, stop. So if you think the ride's going really slow, you're like, yeah, it's not gonna, it's just stopping. I hope. Yeah. So the ride consists yeah, I just talked about this, of 2 identical tracks. One track is 10 feet longer. I forget which one. I think it's the Omega, but I'm not sure. Just the time tunnel. No, kind of. I call it time tunnel. It's not even a time tunnel at all. It's the tunnel where you're zooming into space and all these lights are coming at you and you feel like you're going like 100 miles an hour, but you're actually only going about 5 to 8. So the ride vehicle is 6 cars into one vehicle that moves together. The ride is 1 guest per seat, per car. So the usual is 2 guests per car, or per seat. The ride is 1 guest per seat and uses a pull-down bar for restraints, which does mostly every single roller coaster. Because if you didn't have a pull-down bar for restraints, you would probably fly out of the roller coaster and die, or get severely injured. Alright, enough of that. So, some of the history of it. The idea from the ride came from Walt Disney himself in the mid-1960s as a way to simulate an astronaut's return trip from Earth. It would feature a roller coaster that took place entirely indoors. Inside the enclosed structure, the lights would be turned out, and stars and asteroids would be projected onto its smooth ceiling. See, oh, there's one. There's a guy coming through. So yeah, it would be projected onto the smooth ceiling. It was originally going to be the centerpiece of a newly refigured Tomorrowland in Disneyland. So yeah, that's a pretty cool fact. Right now we're going up the lift hill, all y'all who didn't know. As you can see, if you look up, you can see the Earth right here. It looks really cool. And, did you know that Space Mountain was originally named Space Voyage? Yes. So, that's a really cool fact, I think. So we're about to go here. Yep, here we go. And I'm sorry if you can't see. I can't see either. I can only see some of the track in front of me because of the blindness we just got hit by, which stinks. So the idea was shelved for nearly a decade before getting resurrected to the Magic Kingdom in Florida, which up to that point had a grievous lack of thrill rides. So it just mostly had a bunch of slow rides like let's see, for example, Pirates of the Caribbean. That's okay. It's not a thrill ride at all, but it's very short. It's a very good ride. I'll probably do a video on that in a couple of episodes, but I'm getting off track. To celebrate its opening, Disney threw a ceremony which featured an entire marching band. That's like huge. Its guest of honor was James Irwin, pilot of the lunar ship on Apollo XV, which I believe is 15. Of the Apollo 15, who gave it an enthusiastic thumbs up. So oh, there we go. I just love this ride. Look at this amazing scenery. I mean, wow. I'm glad the blindness went away. Yes, and there's a bunch of stars, and they refurbished it in 2009 where you couldn't see much of the stars and the asteroids going by. They totally cut out all the asteroids, because I've been on that ride and I haven't even seen one asteroid. But Space Mountain closed on April 9th, 2009 for a lengthy renovation project. It will be the first extensive renovation since a previous closure in September of 1999, and it's estimated to cost $12 million. For people who don't know, that's a lot of cash, okay? A major component of the renovation is the installation of new track for the roller coasters, although the current layout will be left unchanged. So just the layout of the ride will be left unchanged. Is there a guy up there? No. Thought there was. A cool fact is that almost every people know that go to Disney is that, but they don't think about it often, is that another ride comes through this ride, which by that I mean the Tomorrowland Transit Authority / the People Mover comes through this ride, I think up there, right there. And it comes through this ride, and you can very slowly, you can just see other riders zoom past you as they're going on Space Mountain. And if you time your timing right, that sounds weird. If you time your timing right, you can see one of your family members going by while you're on the Tomorrowland Transit Authority. So yeah, I think that this is a really cool ride, and it looks like it's almost over. I think that's the end. So we just have to go in this big loop, and so yeah, let me go ahead and dive into a couple facts here. A really cool fact that I found out, today Space Mountain exists in every Disney World resort around the world, which is, I mean, it's really cool because I didn't know that. I thought it only existed in a couple of them. I mean, yeah, I think the one in Paris is really cool because it has, well, you'll have to search it. The one in Paris is really cool and looks like this is the end of the ride. Let me go ahead and do, one more fact. Let's see. So, Space Mountain is known for frequent breakdowns. During a breakdown, the work lights are usually turned on. So while the attraction is shut down, the Tomorrowland Transit Authority People Mover that passes through the building does not, allowing passengers to see the ride with the lights on. So if you want to break down the ride and see all the lights on, don't be my guest. Don't do that. No. I was about to say, be my guest, but do not do that. Do not break down the ride just to see the lights on. Because you can probably search, videos on YouTube or one of those search engine stuff and see the lights on. So as you can see back there, I can't go back, but as you can see back there, those photos, there was photos of you screaming as you went into the light tunnel. And right here is a little escalator that brings you up. I'm not sure what that is. I've never seen that before. This is Mars. And here is, I'm not sure what that one is. I've never been sure of that. Here's a futuristic dining experience with a robot right there. And I'm not sure what this says. I think this is just a really dark tunnel for some reason. And right here you can see pictures of yourself as you were going by. And, well, there's cameras like right here. This would be a camera, for example. And you would see pictures of yourself as you're going by. So, let's go ahead and do one more fact. I know I just said that, but this is a really cool fact. So let me just, this is the gift shop. Just a second, I'll get that fact in a minute. This is the gift shop, and you can also go play some arcade games about right here, I believe. It's not in there because that's the storage area right here. I can show you guys it if you want, though. Storage area, and I cannot open this chest. It just says you don't have permission to open this chest. So with help from a NASA astronaut, which is a space astronaut, Space Mountain opened in January of 1975 at a Magic Kingdom park. The idea originated with Walt Disney in the 1960s, but the technology did not exist to bring his vision to life, so he had to wait a long time from 1960 to 1975. That's 15 years for the technology to open up and for his ride to be opened. So guys, this is Space Mountain. If you enjoyed the video, a like and a thumbs up is always appreciated, and if you like these videos, please subscribe. So this is Space Mountain, and I'll see you on the next episode of Minecraft Disney World. Bye everybody. Hello everyone, and welcome to a new series I'm going to be doing. It's just going to be me, Baseball Rocks 1, 2, 3, 4. My name does not fit because it's way too long. I'm going to be doing a new series. It's going to be called the Roller Coaster Series in Roblox.com. It's a downloaded game just like Minecraft. It's not just like Minecraft. It's a lot more realistic. And some don't like it. Some like it. I preferably like it, but I like Minecraft better. Okay, because I mean, I don't know why. I just do because I've been with Minecraft longer. Actually, I haven't. So let's go ahead and go into Expedition Everest. This is at Disney's Animal Kingdom, Disney World's Animal Kingdom. And let's go ahead and play it. So let me go ahead and get on the ride when it loads up. So you can see this map has a huge, if you're not familiar with anything Disney, nothing about this, you don't know, let's go ahead and get the ride started. I'll talk about some of the what's going on here. So this ride, some of the backstory of it is you're on a tea train. As you can see back there, you're on a tea train climbing up this mountain, and you are trying to deliver tea to the other side of the mountain, to a village on the other side of the mountain. And what happens is, as you can see, well, let's get to the top of this hill. You go through the mountain, you know, you're going like, oh yay, we're about to you know, go and get some stuff, you know, deliver tea. And up there, right there, you see this? That's where the track stops, and you see some gnarled track, and you know, you're like, oh no, we can't. That's their original route. Now they can't go to that route anymore, so they have to go backwards through the mountain and see the Yeti, and because the Yeti has been gnarling the tracks. Okay, let's see, my sound's great. He's been destroying the tracks because he does not like foreigners in the mountain from the outside world. So, whoa, what was that? I don't know, probably just something with the game. So let's go ahead and ride it, and so yeah. And tell me if you like this video. Thumbs up would be a lot appreciated. And go ahead and, yeah, subscribe if you would like. So yeah. So you go up here, you see all of this stuff. I mean, you see like some flags and stuff, and then you stop and you look over and you see Disney's Hollywood Studios, and you go backwards through the mountain, and then you come upon the Yeti, which is right there. And you hear a couple sounds. Is the track going to? Yes, it is going to go. It's like, oh no, failure. Alright, and you go out of the mountain, you go down a huge hill, back inside the mountain. I can't see it. There we go. And you go back inside the mountain, and then you see the Yeti once again. Let's see if I can see him. Ah, there he is. You see the Yeti flashing at you with some lights, and the ride stops. You made it through alive, through the big forbidden mountain. Let's go ahead and zoom out there. Wow, that's a big mountain, and you can't really see it from here. There we go. And what's this? Oh wow, okay, no, we don't want that. No, that's why I just zoom in all the way. So, yeah, that's about it. That's all about I have for today, folks. So I hope you enjoyed this video. As always, thumbs up would be appreciated, and subscribe if you really like these videos. What is going on with this T-Train? I think it's shaking from all the fear that I just had. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye!